Hello internet friends! Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do another tag video and another collab video. Today we're doing a collaboration video with Beauty by Angela. She is kind of new to the game. She's done what I did where she left and came back to YouTube. She lives in the States. She's very, very sweet, and it's been said that she is very calming to watch on YouTube. So if you want to feel a little bit more zen than what you feel with me, please head on over to Beauty by Angela and she will mellow you right out. The tag that we are doing today is the makeup mess tag, and if anybody that knows me personally knows that this is pretty much right up my alley. I'm basically a mess at any given point in my life. I don't do my own laundry because I hate it. There's always stuff everywhere, and as much as this looks quasi-organized behind me, if I really moved, you'd see that it was a mess. I just organized that yesterday. This tag was created by Spooky Lips and Fat Hips, who I actually just found this morning. This tag was, to do this tag was Beauty by Angela's idea, but I actually looked up who originated it, and it is Spooky Lips and Fat Hips, and I actually subscribed to her this morning because she's pretty damn funny and is actually a real life person as well. So we are going to just jump right into the questions. Question number one, how often do you wash your makeup brushes and sponges? So this is a little odd, and please don't judge me, but I am by no means a weekly or daily makeup brush washer. I am totally that person that takes that brush and wipes it on my pants, like for eyeshadow brushes. Sponges, I try and wash every time I get them wet, just to keep them cleaner. But foundation brushes, I have like 10, so I kind of just roll through them. I'll use them for probably 10 to 12 uses per brush, and then I flip them out to a new one. How do I organize my makeup collection? Well, we know I'm basic. I have the two Alex drawers and a Mobb desk, and I have a whole bunch of acrylic organizers. Up there is a whole bunch of lipstick organizers. Up above me here is a shelf with nail polish. There's a shelf with nail polish there. They're basically these same shelves here. Question number three, do you put your makeup products away when you're done using them, or do you wait until the next day or throughout the week? I don't leave them out to use them the next day or anything specific like that. My everyday stuff is in the drawer of the Mobb, so I try and actually put foundations and things away. I'm bad for leaving brushes out. I'm bad for leaving like eyeliners and mascaras, and like tools I'm bad for leaving out. And palettes normally end up stacked back there. Oh well. Loose or pressed powders? I actually use both on the daily. I set my face with pressed powders, but then I set my under eyes with loose powders. Powders. Yeah, both. The original person who created this tag makes a comment about how her entire vanity is covered in loose powder dust, and her and I have that in common. Do you ever fall asleep without taking your makeup off? Typically no. As a generic comment, I'm gonna say no. I do take my makeup off pretty much every day, only because my skin is not the best all the time and I like to take it off. I also feel like it just like gets smeared everywhere and it's gross. What makeup rules do you like to break? Well, obviously I don't clean my brushes enough. I don't really find that makeup has a lot of rules. People say that there are, but like no, F it, like I'll do what I want as I please. I don't really have any rules myself, so none. I do what I want. Will you use a product if it's cracked or broken? If it's powder and it's broken, yes, I will still use it. I will also repress it. If it is in like a squeezy container or something like that, or like a spray bottle, if it breaks, I will typically throw it out because there's really no saving it. Specifically squeezy tubes. I've had a few of them explode and it's just like garbage. Number 8, do you wait till you completely hit pan on a product to replace it? Haha. Haha. Funny. Obviously not, or I wouldn't have 2 towers full of makeup. How do you feel about sharing makeup? There are certain people I will share all my makeup with. It doesn't really care. My 4 best friends, my parents, my mom, my stepmother, it really doesn't bother me too much. I don't really like to share pencil eyeliners. I know you can sharpen them, so it's not really that bad, but just the idea of somebody putting my eyeliner on their waterline kind of makes me go bleh. But I'm not that fussed about it, especially eyeshadow palettes. Many people have used my eyeshadow palettes and I just spray them down. It's no big deal. Sharing is caring, right? How do you feel about buying or trading used makeup? I don't like it. I had never heard of GlamBot until I saw a few versions of this tag done, so I actually went and looked at it. And even the pictures look a little kitschy, so I don't really like it. I've had people on my palette collection video from about a year and a half ago reach out to me and ask if I can send them certain things that are in my collection that I don't use that often. And I have thought about it because if I'm not using them, somebody might as well have, but then I always worry that something will happen to them or it will like make them sick or give them an infection or something if they're sensitive. Not that my stuff is dirty, but I don't want that on my head. How often do you declutter makeup? Eyeshadow palettes pretty rarely. Now that I've come back to YouTube, I have tried to be realistic and start to pare down a few things. I did a lipstick declutter video, which I will link up here. When we moved in July, I did a huge lip product declutter, and even still when we moved, I still had over 300 products, so I got rid of them. Stuff that really doesn't work for me, I will like get rid of. I have a huge bag right here of stuff that doesn't work for me or I don't use, and I've chosen to just start to put it aside so that people can kind of go through it, and if they want it, they can have it. Most of it's barely used or not used at all. Do I use my fingers to apply makeup? Pretty rarely. I don't apply face makeup with my fingers. If things I would apply with my fingers are like WhatsApp highlighter, which is like a stick highlighter. I will apply glitter with my fingers to my eyes, or if a eyeshadow is really foiled, I will use that, apply that with my fingers. But just in general, no, I do not use my fingers. What products, if any, do I hoard in my purse, backpack, etc.? Definitely lip products. I am that girl that totally rolls into work wearing this bright pink, bright purple, bright blue, bright green, whatever I'm digging at the moment. And because I do that, I live in fear that I'm going to end up with butthole lips throughout the day. So I will always leave whatever I'm using in my bag at the time, and I don't ever clean it out. What is my least favorite step in my makeup routine? I've never really thought about this. If I had to choose my least favorite step in my makeup routine, I would probably say, I want to say my brows, but that's not even really true. I think mascara, actually, which is why I now have eyelash extensions again, because me and mascara don't get along. My eyelashes don't get along with mascara, and I always end up with it everywhere, and it's not worth the pain that I put into it. If I had to take something from like whole beauty routine, I really don't like to moisturize my whole body. It's time consuming, and I don't like the way that it feels when my clothes like get stuck to my skin when I try and pull it on, and doing my nails. I love nail polish and I love how it looks when it's done, but friggin' doing it, ugh. What is my worst makeup memory? Honestly, probably my girlfriend Mel's wedding. I was doing my speech, and me and wedding speeches have like this thing where they make me inconsolably upset. I don't know why. I've cried at my own, I cried at Mel's, I cried at my friend Steph's. If somebody's making a wedding speech, I'm probably crying, which is hilarious to me because I don't really cry that often. And it's just weddings are like my kryptonite, which is weird because I'm not even that into them. It's just wedding speeches specifically. Anyway, I cried my lashes off in front of a room full of 120 people, and it was not unobvious. It was like, oh, that's falling off. For demonstration's sake, this is pretty much what I look like. Mildly embarrassing. Anyway, guys, for those of you who are on YouTube, please feel free to do this tag because I tag you and I want to know how messy you are. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to go over and check out Beauty by Angela. Sia is a sweetheart and will totally zen yourself.